we are going to practice identifying triangles by angle, not by side, but by angle. Now, my students have this paper glued in their notebook, so you can do, for your independent work, do this sheet along with me, and then it'll count as your independent work. So before we get started, let's review up here how to classify triangles by angle. Okay, so we have a triangle, of course, is a three-sided polygon. Triangles, we know they have three sides. That's kindergarten knowledge, right? Three-sided. A triangle's angles can be used to classify it. So we have an acute triangle. We knew that was one way. Now, we don't have to know this kind in 5th grade, so let's just get rid of it. A right triangle, remember that's the one with one right angle. That is a right triangle. Right there's a little right angle. Oh, and I forgot to highlight acute triangles. They have 3 acute angles. Here, here, and here. And finally, an obtuse triangle. All right, so we got acute triangles with 3 acute angles. Right triangles have 1 right angle. And obtuse triangles, they have 1 obtuse angle. Remember, obtuse is when things are open really wide. It's right there. Okay? So we're going to look at these triangles below, 1 through 9, and we're going to see if we can figure out which triangle is which based on just their angles. Okay? So let's look at this one, this first one right here. Now remember, acute triangles are less than 90 degrees. So that means the 90-degree ones look like the letter L shape, remember? And acute triangles have to be less than that letter L shape. Well, if I look at this, I could, make a letter L. Well, that letter L would be a 90-degree angle. So this is definitely less. It's very squished and tiny. In fact, all of these are very squished and tiny. That means all of these angles are acute. Well, acute triangles have 3 acute angles. Well, 1, 2, 3. So this must be an acute triangle. All right, let's move on to the second one. The second one should be very easy because you should see something right here and that sticks out like a sore thumb. That box right there represents a 90-degree angle, a right angle. We can already classify this triangle here as a right triangle because it has that right angle in it. So this is a right triangle. All right, moving right along. Let's look at this next triangle here. We got, remember, acute with 3 acute angles, right with 1 right angle. Well, I don't see a right angle in there, so it's definitely not a right angle. And then we have obtuse, and that's when you have 1 greater than 90 angle. So let's look at our angles that we have here. This, let's see, I can make the L shape again for my 90-degree angle. Well, that's definitely less. It's very squished and tiny. In fact, all of these are squished and tiny. It's got 3 squished and tiny angles, 3 acute angles. So it is an acute triangle. Okay, let's move along. Move on down. Let's look at this one. We have, I'm going to go ahead and make my little L shape. That looks like a right angle, an L shape. Well, it's definitely less. It's less than that L shape, so it's acute. Well, that's an acute, and that's an acute also. So we have another acute triangle. 3 acute angles, an acute triangle. All right, let's look at the next one. I'll make my L shape for my right angle. Well, there would be my right angle. It's definitely not a right angle. It's less. So that's definitely an acute angle right there. Look, this one is also less because I could make another dotted line. It's less, see? And I could make another dotted line for my L shape. And look, that one's less too. So look, again, I got 3 acute angles. So we have another acute triangle. We got a lot of acute triangles. All right, let's look at the next one. Right here. Let's see. I'm going to make my little L shape. That would be a 90 right angle. Well, it's definitely not right, so we can eliminate that one. That's definitely less than 90. So that's acute. All right, this is definitely less than 90. That's acute, but look at this one. Let me turn my paper. Sometimes you might just have to pick up your paper and turn it. Okay. If I made a little L shape to signify a right angle, it would look like that. But look, this goes out way past it. It's opened up wider than a 90-degree angle would be. So this right here is an obtuse angle. So the definition of an obtuse triangle is a triangle that has to have at least one obtuse angle. Well, look, we got two acutes, but we have that one obtuse angle. So this triangle right here is going to be an obtuse triangle. Finally, we got something different. Obtuse triangle. All right, we got 3 more. Okay, let's look at it again. This one, I don't even have to make my L shape. I can tell that that is squished and tiny. That is definitely cute. Same goes for this one. I don't even have to make my L shape. That is squished and tiny. It's acute. Let's look at this one, okay? It looks to me like it's opened up really wide. I could make my little dotted line for my 90-degree angle, and look, it's opened up past my 90-degree angle, so it's obtuse. So look, we finally got another obtuse triangle. It only has to have one obtuse angle to be considered an obtuse triangle. So there's that one. Okay, we got another easy one. This right here automatically signifies a right angle. If you see one right angle, it is automatically a right triangle. And then lastly, let's see. I'm gonna make my little dotted line to show a 90-degree L shape. Well, this is less than that 90-degree L shape. It's opened up, it's like it's been squished. And same thing for this one. It looks like it's been squished. And if I were to do the same thing for this one, look, it's like it's been squished. All 3 of these are tiny acute angles. So this is an acute, I can't even spell, an acute triangle. All right, so we had a lot of acute triangles on here, but again, 3 acute angles, acute triangle. At least one right angle, right triangle. At least one obtuse angle, an obtuse triangle. All right, so that is how you classify triangles by angle. And if you're in my class, be sure you have this down. I'm going to be checking it in your math notebook, so be sure you have gotten this down with me.